Hi everybody, it's Stephanie. I don't know if I should do my video at this angle because I'm not sure if it's going to turn out the right way or not, but anyhow. I was asked a question about my hair, so I decided to actually put my hair to the test and blow dry it and straighten it, and sadly it is very, very thin and brittle, much worse than it used to be. But it's totally my fault. I will not lie to you guys. I will tell you the truth. The past year, I haven't exactly been taking or drinking my protein like I should, or I still can't eat a whole lot at once, but that's because I don't know. I would say that I have controlled my tool to the point to where it still works, but my husband would say that I don't eat enough in the day to make a meal, so my pouches probably stayed the same size, but I don't know. So you can either choose which one you think. But regardless, I don't get enough protein. I also haven't exactly been up on my vitamins like I should have been, and that's my fault, but at the same time, for a couple of months there, I wasn't able to take my vitamins because of my breast augmentation and lifts that I had back to back. There's like a certain thing with vitamin C, and it's in our multivitamins and stuff like that, so I was kind of leery on what I should take and what I shouldn't take, so I kind of got off my multivitamins for a couple months, roughly 4 months for that. But anyhow, so yeah, my hair did suffer from that quite a bit, and it sucks because I used to have really long, decent thickness in my hair, and it wasn't brittle and it didn't break off. I just had my husband cut my hair like not maybe 6 months ago, and it literally has not grown hardly at all, and in fact it's almost gotten shorter because it's broken off at the ends, which is why you always see me on here with wigs. But anyhow, the other question I was asked, which I know I've mentioned it in another video, but I know that you guys don't want to go looking through my videos to try to find the answer you're looking for, so I will just tell you. The sleeve, the gastric sleeve, I had my surgery 2.5 years ago, roughly. Almost 2.5 years ago. And at that time, the sleeve was very, very, very new. It was like a fresh new surgery they came out with, so it wasn't exactly something they had put into, you know, the system or whatever for medical insurance. And I had a PPO at the time, which was through Anthem Blue Cross. Well, they did not cover the sleeve, and so I was either gastric bypass or lap band. Those were my two options, and I clearly couldn't cover the cost by myself without insurance of a sleeve, so I got gastric bypass, and I told you why I didn't get lap band. And I'm glad with my decision, but at the same time, if I could go back and say the sleeve was out for a longer amount of time, I may have actually gotten the sleeve, because I know that with the sleeve you don't lose your nutrients or whatever. You absorb things normally like a normal person would, I believe. I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. But gastric bypass, you suffer the malabsorptions and stuff like that. The downfall, I think, is that if you ever had to, for whatever reason, for emergencies, go back and have your stomach sewed back on, it's still connected to your blood flow or whatever somehow in there when you have gastric bypass. So it can be used later if need be. But with the sleeve, they actually remove your other part of your stomach, and you're left with just a sleeve, basically, of a stomach. So I guess it kind of just depends. Just weigh your odds, ask your questions. You've heard from me, gastric bypass person. I'm happy with my decision. I may have had the sleeve, but then again, it is a new surgery, and it's not to say that people who have the sleeve are going to die early or anything, because I don't know. But I know that gastric bypass has been around for a very long time, so I kind of went with something that was more out there for a longer amount of time, that had more research and stuff, and proof and things like that. But I'm probably 80% certain that the sleeve is probably more healthy for you. I could be wrong. Ask a sleeve person. Ask them what their idea is. They can maybe give some feedback. And then I think that was it. That was the questions that I was asked. My weight is basically the same. I stepped on the scale this morning. I was 130.3. But I do that. I fluctuate. I go from like 127 to 130, sometimes 131, but usually that's around my monthly period, so it's just a water retention type thing. But other than that, that is all I have to say for now. I will talk to you guys later. If you have any other questions, let me know. Alright, bye!